Welcome to the Lion's Den. Let's go. Let's go.
Podcast. I am one of your co-hosts, Mr. Eric Compton, aka Money Compton. I got my co-host, Mr. Mike Lee, aka Mike O. What up, man?
What's going down? How's it going?
I'm good, man. Swamped, but the marathon continues, so it is what it is. And we got another episode going on tonight or today, wherever it is. It's somewhere. It's beer 30 somewhere around the world.
Day, night, middle of the day, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, whatever day it is. I don't even know what day it is anymore.
Do you
know what day it is now at this point, dude? It's like every day feels the same.
It's every day except for like Sunday. Sunday's the only day where I know it's Sunday. I'm like, dang, I got to log back in tomorrow. So we hope everyone's staying safe, staying alive, wearing a mask. Just wear a mask. Do what you got to do.
Staying alive in 05.
Yeah, can't deny the class of 05, whatever it is.
It was staying alive. Like one of the options was stay alive in 05, whatever.
So what happens in 06? Get the Knicks? I don't know. So with that being said, this podcast is available on all platforms. So Anchor, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, wherever you get it, we're there. Google us, we're there. YouTube, comment, like, and subscribe. The link is down below, up somewhere. I don't know.
Somewhere there.
Somewhere.
It'll be there. You'll find it.
Somewhere.
It ain't hard to find.
Google us. You can find us. So with that being said, so I figured we got a couple of product reviews. So ever since like the last 3 weeks, we've been doing these dope or nopes, yes or no's, like product reviews. I feel like I'm spending a little bit more money now. I don't know.
I've been spending hella more money, dude. I think it's a regular thing right now because
the added card is getting ridiculous.
Yeah, I mean everybody is like just kind of indoors and stuff, and I think people are just on Amazon going, "Yo, I'm gonna buy this. I'm gonna buy this."
Bro,
I bought hella stuff, bro. I bought so many things. We can talk about it, but
I bought a couple
specific things.
I bought a couple of things. I bought a couple of things, and I am low key kind of catting off because it's within arm's reach. Can I get up and get it?
Can I get it, man?
Can we get it? Hold on.
Get it.
Hold on. Let me go get what I got. Hold on.
And make sure you come back in slowly without revealing what it is, just to make it a little more dramatic, okay? While he's doing that, Skinny Pop is a great snack. You're trying to cut down on I don't know what the hell this is cutting down on, but it's not good. It tastes like paper, but
does it? I heard it's kind of dope. I heard
Skinny Pop.
Yeah, I heard it.
I got the plain lightly salted one. So
it's plain lightly salted.
Yeah, but it's good. It's a good snack if you're trying to cut down, which I'm trying to do.
Okay.
Every day is like that, and I'm never successful. So maybe this time it'll be all right.
There we go. So hold on real quick. Let's see.
Dope or nope. Here we go.
So I bought a couple of things. So one, I've been on this speaker movement. So a couple of weeks ago, we ended up getting the lamps, the Sonos speaker lamps at the house for the bedroom. So I was like, you know what? Got the pool. I've been working on the pool. Been trimmed down about 11 to 12 pounds. Been floating right around there. Got to start doing a little bit more to start seeing more results. So going to start probably tinkering with the diet now is probably the next thing. So
that's number one.
However, so I've been working on the pool every day. I've been working on the pool.
Grinding. I know. My watch has been telling me.
So I've been out here grinding every day in the pool. So I was like, you know what? It's kind of hard to get motivated some days, and I need some music out there. So I had a Beats pill, the OG, original Beats pill I've had.
I got the Beat Box, bro. That's the OG. I had that back. I got that back in 2007 or something like that. It's really old.
Yeah, I got mine. So I know my Beats pill is probably from 2013, which is cool. It's perfectly fine.
Yeah.
So
it's about 10 years old.
There's nothing wrong with it, but the battery life is only 4 hours. So, I mean, not that I'm out in the pool for 4 hours, but
it's not waterproof either, right?
It's not waterproof, but it's 2013 technology. So it's a little,
it's not surprising that it's not waterproof, but yeah, so it's a little dated.
It's a little bit dated. It's not a bad thing. I could probably use it if I'm traveling or something like that. But I was like,
still slaps, right?
Oh, it slaps. It knocks. So I was like, you know what? Let's go ahead and let's just do a nice little upgrade, something that'll last me from 2020 maybe to 2027. If it's going to last me another 7 to 10 years, then hey, I'm cool with it. So, I think the Beats pill I bought maybe ran me like 200 back in the day. So I was like,
Yeah.
you know what?
Yeah, it's
About 200.
Yeah.
So I went on ahead and just spent good 350 on this. So
yeah, 350.
350, bro. So I went on ahead and I copped the new Bose Soundlink Revolve Plus. What it is? This
Why
one.
the hell that look like a teapot?
It low key does look like a teapot, bro. Like it got a little handle.
Yeah.
It's actually over there charging right now, but
Oh, okay.
got like a little handle. It's water resistant. The battery life is 12 hours long. And bro, when I say this thing sounds just as clear as my HomePod and the Sonos speakers in the bedroom, bro. Like immaculate sound, deep.
You don't have it with you right now to give a sample, man?
Yeah, I can do it right now.
Yes. Let's do a sample.
Let's see. What was I listening to? By the way, since we're about to play some music, we don't own the rights to this music. So, you know what I'm saying? We don't own the rights. We ain't got no copyright infringement. So, I'm going to give you a little something. I'm going to give you a little something, but we ain't got it like that. So, whoever the Leopard label is on this, don't hit us up. Where is it?
Well, while you're doing that, how's the range? Like,
huh? Let's see what happens. So
let's see.
We gonna get some?
Are your headphones connected to your phone?
No.
Oh, okay. Nothing's happening.
I don't know if I got to turn it on or not.
What kind of $350 product is this?
I don't know. Hold on real quick. Technical difficulties.
Well, wait, where are you going? You going somewhere?
No, I'm just going right here across the room.
Oh, you can still hear me. I was going to ask, like, with that Bose speaker, what's the range like? Like, if you put it in, like, one room, does it expand to the other room? Or is it more for, like, if you're in a room type of situation? Like, how loud does it get,
We about to find out. Let me turn this thing on real quick.
All right.
Battery 100%.
So the battery
is 100%. Charged.
So here goes the little teapot joint.
Hey, can you pour some tea for me, please?
I got you right here, bro. I wish the people that are listening.
Yeah, thank you.
I wish the people that was listening can actually see what we got going on here. So let me move over here so the lighting's better in the studio. I'm probably just gonna run the show for the rest of the show just standing up. Just.
All right.
Cruise the city in a bulletproof Cadillac. Cause I know these niggas have to wear the bag at. Gotta move smarter, gotta move harder. Nigga try to give me 5 mile water. I lay his ass down, I'm a son on my dog. I had the Draco with me, Dwayne Carter. A lot of niggas out here playing ain't.
So I mean,
it sounded good. It got a little distorted, but that's probably because of the mic, not
probably.
But yeah,
probably. But
it gets pretty loud.
It knocks. Like it's definitely got some range on it. Like I'm pretty sure if I put this outside, because I don't know if like if you're next to like a pool pump or something like that, it can get low key kind of loud. So
yeah,
that definitely will kind of help out with the distortion of the pool noise and stuff like that. But it's not bad. Like I'm pleasantly surprised. I know you're kind of indifferent on
overpriced, bruh. Overpriced, but
so
you're gonna pay it. It's good, but
yeah. So I'm going for longevity. So I'm hoping that this thing does last me for the next, I would probably say 7 to 10 years. If I can get anything more from that, then hey, more power to it. I'm Gucci with it. So for the most part, like I've used it a couple of times yesterday, just to try it out. But man, it's immaculate. Like I love the sound. Like I said, it sounds I hate to say it, and I'm an Apple guy. Like I'm with the ecosystem, but man, this low key might be better than the HomePod, bro.
I never used the HomePod. I think it was a gimmick, so I never really got into it.
Yeah. I got the HomePod just kind of like my own little housewarming gift, just because I wanted a HomePod. But
yeah.
I mean, when I done got the Bose sound, what is this thing called? Bose what?
Soundlink or something like that?
I think it is a Soundlink. Yes, Bose Soundlink Revolve. Like when I get that, I got the 2 Sonos speakers in the bedroom, which they can control from left speaker to right speaker. The HomePod low-key kind of it ain't really cutting it for me, you know? I mean, it does what it needs to do. Like I was downstairs just now listening to music as I was kind of prepping for a show. But you know, and eating dinner. But you know, it's cool. But I mean, it's cool. Like it's all right.
I didn't get the HomePod for two reasons. One is it was too expensive, and number two, I have Spotify, so it's kind of useless because I can't play through Spotify. So I have
you can play Spotify. You just basically are airdropping it at that point.
Yeah, I mean it's too complicated, man. I got Amazon Echo, and I have it connected to our doorbell. So the Ring doorbell, and then also it plays Spotify like seamlessly in there.
Right.
Sound quality, of course, ain't that great, but it doesn't really matter if it's just around the house or whatever. But so the Bose Soundlink.
Oh, that's a cop. Like
that's a cop. That's a dope, huh? That's
definitely a dope. Like I can't wait to use it outside this weekend in the pool. And just kind of start maybe giving my motivation. I'm not saying I love working out in the pool, but I just, you know, sometimes you need a little rowdy ridge. Yeah. You need a little rowdy ridge. You might need a little P-Lo. You know, you might need a little something.
P-Lo for sure.
Hey, that song kind of slaps. So I like it. I'm digging it. So, I mean, you know, I just kind of got that. It's just a little, you know, little pick me up to kind of get me through the workout. So that's number one. The second thing I copped was more of an upgrade. So I mean, everybody knows what this is.
Apple TV.
Got the 4K.
4K one. Okay.
32 gigs.
That's all you need.
That's all you need. Like everything's cloud based. You don't need nothing bigger. Like, what am I storing on my Apple TV, bro? Like nothing.
Crossy Road.
What?
You can play Crossy Road on that thing. If we have one in the movie room, a lot of times I don't know. I just like the Apple TV more. I mean, I got a Roku TV right now, so it comes built in with all the apps, but it doesn't. I mean, it runs smooth, but something about the Apple TV just runs better, and the picture quality looks better. So I always use that.
Yeah, and then like not to mention, I got 2 Vizio TVs, so I got all the apps on the Vizio TV. But I don't know, I just like running everything from Apple TV, like you said. So this is actually low key just a upgrade. So we're in the studio here, and I had the previous generation Apple TV, which was like the regular one before they hit the 4K.
Yeah.
So I had that one in here, and I was like, well, since I'm actually getting everything redone in the room, might as well go ahead and just spend like an extra, I think it was like $150 to get the new Apple TV. Apple TV 4K, since this is a 4K TV. So, and not to mention, the cool thing about Apple TVs, let's just say you have, I like to call them dumb TVs because they're not smart TVs where they don't have anything.
Well, they're not smart. They got to be dumb, right?
So they're dumb. So you got dumb TVs sometimes. So my bedroom TV is a 40-inch TV. Cool, nothing wrong with it. It's just a little older. It's a dumb TV, not smart TV. But
average IQ TV.
There you go. It ain't like it's a tube TV or anything like that. So the cool thing about Apple TVs, for me, I feel like it makes your TV smart. So you can turn a dumb TV and turn it smart. I feel like it's just a little bit more capabilities in a Roku, Fire Stick and stuff.
I got all those. I have a Roku. I have a Fire Stick downstairs, and it's fine, but it crashes. It's laggy.
Right.
Apple TV just butter smooth.
Smooth, like you said.
Everything's available on there, so it does
so
make your TV smart.
And so basically, and not to mention, you can still watch live sports and everything like that. So like some days. So the initial plan was to move my older Apple TV to my master bedroom and kind of make that into a smart TV. But I was like, a friend of mine actually hit me up and they were saying that they don't have, their Apple TV was actually a little bit too dated where they can't even get Disney Plus installed on their new Apple TV.
What? Really?
Yeah. So it might have been like 2 generations before, like one of the OG Apple TVs. So I was like, hey, I actually got an extra Apple TV. Like I don't need the one in my bedroom. I'll just go ahead and give it to you just to help me out. So what we do. So, but that's the kind of benefit of an Apple TV. It basically turns your dumb TVs, turns them smart. So, so obviously Apple TVs is a cop. Like I'm a firm, like just part of the ecosystem of Apple. Like I just feel like it's, like you said, it's smooth. Like I don't think I've had an app crash on me on Apple TV.
Yeah, never for me. No.
Maybe that's just by luck. I'll take that.
Maybe.
But yeah, so it's just basically by luck where I haven't had any issues. I don't think I've had an app crash on me or anything like that. So, I mean, everything's just smooth, seamless. I think I watched last week's UFC Fight Night on the Apple TV rather than just doing it off of my SmartCast or Chromecast, whatever they call it here.
Same thing for me. Like on my Roku TV, I have ESPN. I have the ESPN app on the Roku TV, but I also have the Apple TV connected to the Roku TV. Kind of dumb because it makes it extra smart because it's already smart and now it's extra smart, man. Like,
right.
Yeah, but yeah, I use the Apple TV. It's just easier, smoother.
Right. Yeah. So
I don't know.
It's super user friendly to me. Like, I feel like one thing about Apple is like I'm gonna say it takes the thinking part of it out of the game where you just kind of just. You just do what you need to do. Just download the app. You put your logins in, whatever. And hell, if you have it on the iCloud, you don't even have to worry about logging in. So you got your passwords already saved. So that's one less thing to kind of stress off of and whatnot. But the picture's beautiful. I mean, if you're talking about Apple TV, like I'm not gonna lie, when I first heard about it, I was kind of skeptical. But I was like,
yeah, like what's the use, right?
Yeah, what's the use? Like, but then like. When you got like ESPN Plus, where you in particular have kind of made me back into finding a passion of being an MMA junkie again. The WWE Network is kind of on Apple TV, so it's kind of easier to do that than PlayStation. So and not to mention some of I would say like Apple TV has all of the apps available as opposed to like your SmartCast, your smart TVs, where some of them don't have all of the apps enabled already. Like I think my SmartCast, they don't have the WWE Network as one of your apps that you can utilize. So some things that you can't necessarily get on your TV, you can actually get it on your Apple TV too. So there's that. It's probably licensing issues and things like that. But hey, Apple TVs.
And developers want to work with Apple. So I mean, there's gonna just be more available apps, period. Yeah. I mean, there's even games on Apple TV, like I was saying, like I have this tennis game. I got this like shark game. Like there's different games. My son loves playing those. Even has like Asphalt 9, which is like a racing game that you can get on your phone. Right. You can play it on the Apple TV, put it on this huge screen. Man, it's just nice, Right.
So
it is an accessory. It's not. I don't think it's like a necessity, but it's a real good accessory. But and I guess maybe it is more so a requirement that you should. I'm not requirement, but something you should have if your TV is dumb like yours.
Absolutely. I think that was kind of what I was saying. Like some people, they don't necessarily have the correct money and we're living in tight budget times. So, TVs, you can find a good TV for the low, but not necessarily like you're kind of going within that redundant phase where you may be able to find a good 50-inch, but it may be for $250, but it may not be a smart TV. Yeah. So it's kind of like one half a dozen others. So if you can find an Apple TV for $150, $130, if you catch it on a good deal, I mean, you basically just made your TV smart, instantly. So it's a quick fix. It's definitely a quick fix for anybody who has dumb TVs. And I think, I fully support it. And I think I'm good with, I think I have 2 Apple TV, well, technically 3, but it's definitely going to be down to 2. It's just good to have. And it just kind of makes things a little bit easier for streaming all your platforms, Netflix, Hulu, Disney Plus, Disney Plus is the life,
man. That's life right now, man.
Facts, big facts, bro. So WWE Network, ESPN Plus, you got all of the stuff that you can utilize. So definitely for it. So with that being said, I got my reviews out the way. What you got, Michael?
All right. So so if we look at the things that you've reviewed, right? You have a $350 Bose speaker. Okay.
Yeah.
You have a $150 Apple TV.
Yes.
So what we're looking at prior to tax, $500 of things you reviewed. All right. Well, mine's like $10. I'm just putting $10. Okay.
What you mean $10?
And guess what? I'm about to unbox it on the podcast. Right. But here's the thing: I have one already, but I like it so much.
You ran it back.
I got another one.
Double up, Sade.
Even though the one that I have,
the
one I have right now is still good. It's like 3 years old and it's still good. So I don't know if you're a Ray-Bans fan, Oakley fan, any of those? Like you into like
so Oakley is what I use.
Brand sunglasses.
Oakley was what I used when I was in Iraq and Afghanistan.
Okay.
Ray-Bans I got a couple of pairs of Ray-Bans. I've been on a Gucci hype. Not gonna lie. I've been on a Gucci hype, but I'm digging some Ray-Bans and Oakleys.
I've had just so people know, I like cheap sunglasses, right? I mean, I'm more on the cheap sunglass tip right now because I had a pair of Maui Jims. They broke on me. I had a pair of Oakleys, and they didn't break. Oakleys are like indestructible, but I lost them, and then but I lost them. So I'm like, dude, that's two bills down the drain. So there's this brand on Amazon called Mary's. Okay, Merrys.
Okay.
These retail for $12. I got them, and I got them because it was on a lightning deal. Remember, we're talking about Amazon. Lightning deal, not really. It was $10, right? So, but cool. You know, I have a pair of these and I like them already.
Okay.
So they're polarized. Okay.
Okay.
$10. All right. Look. Check this out, man. You get a little bag and everything, bro. Look at this. It comes with a little case, right? It comes with
A cleaning cloth.
Cleaning cloth.
Okay.
A baggie if you want to use the
Okay.
baggie. And here's the sunglasses themselves. Wow, still in the bag. See, I didn't even open them yet because I saved them for
Hot
this
off the
podcast.
press. Hot off the press.
Look
for y'all,
at the
ladies and gentlemen.
protection, man. Look.
Oh, they put in a little Ziploc bag. Okay.
Quality control.
Oh, wow.
Watch them break on me while I open them. That'd be hilarious. No, but yeah.
I mean, they're only $10, so
Yeah,
better that to break than like my Soundlink right now.
exactly, because it was like tripping for a minute, like but that's the
Right.
thing, like, you know, I go on trips and stuff. It's like, man, I don't want to like have to baby my sunglasses. Of course, like with the Oakleys, I don't have to baby those.
Right.
Ray-Bans, I kind of feel like I do
Low
sometimes.
key,
But
mid gray.
here they are.
Them ain't bad. Them low key look like Ray Bans.
Yeah, bro. Mary's. They're nice, man.
Okay.
$10.
That's not bad.
And I have a big ass head, and these fit my big ass head, and that's a problem I always have. There's only a select few sunglasses that I can actually wear. Otherwise, it like squeezes up on my head.
Yeah.
These actually fit my head really well.
That's not bad.
So, yeah,
I had a pair. I just recently, this is funny to say this. When I was home a few weeks ago, I ended up leaving a pair of one of my most recent pair of Gucci glasses at a friend's house, and I ended up borrowing someone else's. What is it called? Quay?
Hey, what's
Quay?
that?
Hold on, let me look it up. Quay sunglasses.
What the hell is Quay? I never heard that before.
It's an Australian. I think it's an Australian company. So QUAY. So they're kind of on the borderline like Ray-Bans and stuff like that. They're actually out of California. They're actually in the city.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I think their headquarters out of the city, but those aren't bad, bro.
Oh yeah.
So, but yeah, Quay is another nice little brand, sunglasses, and they're right around. I would say they're right around the Ray-Bans kind of price wise. Like they're not out here taxing people, but
Are they polarized too? Like, I mean, I know
yeah, some of them are polarized. They range anywhere from like $65. So, you know.
Yeah, because you can get a good pair of sunglasses. I mean, like fashion wise, like non-polarized for pretty cheap. But then like for me, ever since I got a pair of polarized, because like Oakley's, no, not Oakley's, Maui Jim. Every single pair of Maui Jims are polarized, no matter what. Like they're all polarized. And back in the day, I worked at Macy's at downtown San Francisco.
I did too at Jamba Juice. Holla at your boy down in the basement.
Oh yeah. But yeah, so yeah, man, the basement, dude.
Basement, B.
But yeah, the Ben and Jerry's and whatever else was down there. Yeah.
I think Wolfgang Pucks.
Yeah,
Wolfgang was there.
That place was cracking actually.
Yes, it was, bro.
Yeah, so I worked in the sunglass hut department, and then I didn't know nothing about sunglasses until I worked there, and that's how I got my first pair of Maui Jims. Otherwise, I wouldn't have bought them because they go for
they be taxing folks, bro.
$250, $300. So
yeah.
But I mean, of course, like with a pair of Maui Jims, you're getting the authentic lenses, right? Or with Oakley polarized lenses,
right.
It's gonna be real nice. These, I mean, when I put these on, like I can tell, okay, it's not as pristine, right? But it's there. You know, it's not bad.
Done,
for real.
It gets the mission done.
Yeah. Especially if you just want one like a beater one, you know, just beat around, don't care about. You don't have to you don't have to baby them and care for them.
Right.
It's, it's $10. So
yeah,
this is a dope, like certified dope, and I have 3 years of experience with them to prove it. So I've been wearing them. They're my driving glasses, baby. Like even when it's sunny, I leave them in my car. So,
and just for not to cut Michael off, just to let everybody know, we're gonna put links on all the products that we reviewed today.
Yes,
so if
we
you want to take a look at them, we got the high end stuff, we got the mid grade stuff, and we got some low end $10 glasses, which I think I might cop and just leave them in my car, just in case, godforsaken reason, I forget some sunglasses, and at least I got a pair in the car. So
and it's
I
polarized.
think I'm gonna go ahead and add that to the cart tomorrow, and we'll go from there. So
and everybody wants to sponsor us, say
yeah.
You already know.
We ain't nobody. We're paying this stuff out of pocket, so we're definitely not getting sponsored. But anybody who wants to sponsor us, we're open for business. So
open for sure.
We're definitely open.
But
for business.
I think that's all. I do have another item since you did too. I mean, I did get the Power Beats Pros, but I think everyone and their mom knows about those and knows how dope they are. And I had a pair like a while ago. I go through headphones like a
You
maniac.
do, bro. You really do.
I'm kind of crazy with it.
Yeah.
But I got the AirPods, the AirPod Pros.
Is that what those are?
The AirPod Pros. Oh
Is that
wait.
what they do?
Oh wait. Hold on. Let me cover up what's revealing the fact that they're not real. Wait. Yeah, they're not real. They're not real.
Oh. How are
the FairPod Pros.
they? The FairPod
Look at 'em.
joints?
Look at them.
How are they?
They're all right. So after walking around with them, wearing them for a while, they're all right. The $30. Okay, $30. You know what? I think there's gonna be a common theme to this podcast. You're gonna be showing all the balling ass stuff, and I'm gonna be showing all these cheap ass things.
I think that's where we're heading to, bro.
Yeah, I know. But these are USB-C.
Okay,
So,
that's not bad. That's a choose up. That's a choose up.
Future proofing.
Yeah.
The batteries on one use is like 6 hours, and then you get up to 35 hours with the case.
Okay.
It feels a little cheap. Okay, of course it's $30. Sound, that's pretty good, man. Like the bass hit, it's nice.
Yeah.
The highs are missing a little bit, but the bass kicking. And if you just want something to get you going, man, these sound great. One thing that really sucks about these, and I've tried it with multiple people. I'm talking with people on the phone. They say it sounds like, it sounds horrible, right?
Sounds like
very
shiitake
muffled.
mushrooms.
Yeah, doesn't sound good. Good.
Okay.
So these are kind of like the ones I'm just gonna have just around, like
Some
back
beat
up.
around joints. Yeah. Some beat arounds.
Because
you might as well pull out the Beats, the Beats.
That's
Pro.
what I'm about to say. Everyone looking at me like this cheap ass Asian dude, like that just wants all the cheap stuff. I do have a pair of Power Beat Pros, so those are my daily drivers.
You just found out we got the same color and everything today.
Yeah, ivory. I love that color, man.
Yeah.
And I have a pair of Sony headphones. So hey, don't judge. I'm just trying to save a buck or two. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, man, you got kids. You got kids to feed.
Yeah, and this is the thing. Like, that's the thing. If I can find something that's cheap and good, I'm all for it.
Yeah, so you got kids, man. So with that being said, we're gonna switch gears. Now we did our product reviews. We're gonna definitely switch gears and kind of talk about what is going on, man. So we had UFC Fight Night. What is it? Fight Island?
Fight Island number 2. It was
number 2 with the featherweight title.
Man, it was the flyweight. It's the 125 pounders. The weight that I haven't been since middle school.
Yeah. So
we little boys.
Flyweight championship belt was on the line, and it was kind of a spur of the moment type of thing. I knew there was a card, but I didn't realize it was free because I was like, oh, it's a title bout, so I'm assuming that's on pay-per-view. So
you already know though, like the flyweights, like the lower the weight, the higher the chance it's not going to be on pay-per-view. So,
but you know what? That was would I have bought that on pay-per-view? Probably not.
Yeah, but if you knew what it was gonna be like,
then I would have.
Maybe. Yeah.
For sure. Because that card was way better than 250. Was it 252?
251.
Yeah, 250. Way better than 251. Like hands down, like just superb. Like I was totally entertained from the beginning of the bout till the end of that night. So we got Fight Island Part 3 this Saturday with Whitaker and Tilt.
Let me share my screen. Here we go.
This is a stacked card, if I'm not mistaken. It's got some notable people.
It's pretty good. You see it?
Yeah, I'm seeing it.
All right. So look, I mean, you got a lot of names. So this dude, I can't pronounce his name. Shamzat Kamayi, whatever. He just fought like last week.
Really?
Or 2 weeks ago. Yeah, he was hella entertaining to watch. So he's back. I don't know who this dude is, and obviously UFC doesn't.
UFC don't either. They got a silhouette.
Dude. Yeah, so
they got a silhouette, buddy.
That's opening the main card, so that's gonna be fire. Okay. And Alex Oliveira, who's the Brazilian cowboy.
Right.
I don't know who this dude is. So the cool thing, and I'm not trying to be insulting, but the cool thing about these cards where you don't really know everybody is you get to know them. They can impress you, or they'll be like,
they ain't got nothing to lose at that point either, bro.
Yeah, true. So, but I know this dude, obviously. When you go up the card, I know this maniac, Paul Craig, he's really good. I don't know this guy. So it's interesting because, it's cool if I don't know one person. I'm still invested in the fight, you know?
Right.
Like, even if I didn't know either one, I'd still probably be invested just because these are the type of cards that usually deliver, the ones that are like under the radar. You know what I mean?
Right.
But this one's not that under the radar. This one's like pretty stacked for a free card.
Yeah.
Like
Well,
Carlos
as you move it
Sparza.
up.
Look at this,
and
bro.
That's
This
what I'm
is
saying.
what I'm talking
Alexander
about.
Gustafsson. Yeah,
Dude,
that's for free.
Gustafsson.
For free now?
Yeah, and he
He just fought John Jones not too long ago.
Yeah, and he's moving up to heavyweight. So
Yeah.
here's the thing. Gustafsson is the best light heavyweight that isn't named John Jones or DC. Period.
Right.
Besides them two, he's up there. And other than that, nobody else.
Ooh,
So,
I figured out a good segue out of this card. You just gave me a light bulb.
Ooh.
Light bulb. So
You gonna remember the light bulb?
no, that's what I'm about to say right now.
Oh,
so
right now? Okay.
We're gonna segue into it, but I'm gonna put it out there. Best light heavyweights not named John Jones or DC.
It's gonna be Gus.
Over Rampage Jackson?
Yeah.
Forrest Griffin?
Different era. It's hard to say.
I'll give you one that should have stayed at 205, but for obvious reasons, I think was a good move that he didn't stay at 205. Anderson Silva.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah,
he was murking people at 205, and he was just doing it just to get rounds in.
Yeah,
so
it's true.
So not to get up, but Allison Gustafsson, he's up there.
Dude, he almost beat John Jones the first time. He got demolished the second time, but that's generally what happens when John Jones has a rematch. Like the first fight generally is like, oh man, that's
very close.
Like I mean, not all the time, but if it is a close fight, when he rematches him, he demolishes him. Period.
Right.
But Gustafsson put John Jones, through
he put him to the close,
and DC.
Hell.
And DC, he put them both through hell. So besides, that's what's crazy. Like he's moved up to heavyweight, so it's interesting to see how he's going to do against Verdum. Remember the last time we saw Verdum? He was remember, it was recent. It was like within the last month or two. And remember, man, he didn't look in shape at all. So I'm curious to see how he's going to. Wow, he's number 14. He's the number 14 heavyweight.
How did he fall
that low?
I didn't know they keep counting outside of 10.
Damn.
But I mean, if you're looking at Mauricio Shogun Hua, he's number 15.
Yeah.
And then you got Little Nog.
Yeah.
He ain't even ranked.
That's so crazy, man. He's still fighting. He's still fighting. I can't even pronounce fighting right. I'm so shocked by this. So I mean, it's a cool card, man. The main three fights here.
Yeah, I'm with it.
Verdum, Gustafsson.
These are household names.
Shogun's still a beast. Like his last few fights, he was still looking like a beast. So
and then you got Little Nog.
And then Whitaker and Till. That's such an interesting fight to me. Because I mean, Till's a beast, right? But so it's kind of, but then he needs a win. And then Whitaker, he came off his loss against Izzy. So it's like, man, he needs a win too. So they both kind of need a win. And it's gonna be a striking matchup. So it's gonna be fun.
So does the winner of this bout get if the winner of this bout get to face the winner of UFC, what is that, 253 against Izzy and
I'm assuming the winner of this fight will
the next
fight
the winner
of the winner of Costa versus Izzy. For sure.
So this is a good card for it to be free. Like if it's free 99, I'm with it. Like it's giving me options on something to do on Saturday, and I'm getting to the point where we're actually getting to the point where like Saturday nights are starting to look stacked up for sports. Like we got baseball starting up tomorrow, basketball starting up this weekend on the 30th, next week. So we got things to actually start being able to channel surf. So best believe I'm gonna be watching this card.
I am too. Any predictions for the top three fights?
I'm gonna go with what is that? Shogun against Little Nog. I'm gonna go with Shogun just because I feel like he got something to prove. And then I'm gonna go with Gustafsson just because, like you said, he's probably the greatest light heavyweight not to win the strap. Yeah. And he's actually, I mean, the first John Jones fight, you can give him an argument saying that he possibly won that fight.
Some people thought he won. Actually.
And I'm not going to disagree with them for thinking that way.
Yeah.
And then you also
got too close.
It was very close. Like it could have been a draw.
Yeah.
Yeah. But sometimes you just gotta, if the challenger didn't clear cut definitively beat the champions roll sometimes. So there's that.
John Jones came back at the end, so it was
And then not to mention John Jones demolished him a second time. But then again, we're talking about John Jones, who's possibly GOAT status.
Yeah, he's GOAT.
And then you got Whitaker against Till. I think Whitaker, he's got something to prove, but I feel like the last couple of title holders, their next match, like they haven't shown any form. We're talking about Woodley. He looked terrible against Burns. Jose Aldo, even though I think he moved up in division, he did what he could. He moved down. He did what he could, but he still got the break speed off of him theoretically. So we've seen a lot of champions. Holloway, I think we all can come to a consensus that he actually won that match, but he even got wrapped off of that. So I think Whitaker does have that. Doesn't play in any. That doesn't do him any favors. That we've seen so many former champs. Their very next fight, they don't look good outside of maybe Max Holloway. So it's going to be interesting to see. I know Till needs a win, but they both need a win. But I think Whitaker, he was a beast before he ran into Izzy. And Izzy's starting to become the second coming of maybe a John Jones, Anderson Spider Silva. Like, this dude is just, you can't crack the code on this guy yet.
Yeah. So, the only thing with Whitaker, like, he had a lot of, like, health issues and injuries. Like, there was, I remember, I forgot what it was exactly, but he had some type of health situation where he was supposed to fight. I don't remember who the hell it was, but he was supposed to fight somebody. And then he had, like, something going on with the stomach. Like, I don't know. So I'm assuming all he's, like, healthy and ready to go. I mean, it's hard to bet against Whitaker. Yeah, Till's a beast, but it's hard to bet against Whitaker. I mean,
that dude's he's just a different type of animal, man.
Yeah, so I would pick Whitaker. I pick Whitaker. And then I'm going Shogun, and then I'm going Gus. That's my picks.
That's my 3 picks as well. So I think Shogun's got something to prove opposed to Little Nog. Like, I don't know what Little Nog has left, but I think Shogun
probably just a few more fights off his contract. They're trying to fulfill.
And then you also have Bellator this Friday.
But see, man, the one thing I hate about Bellator, and I know this has been stated many times. Why do they have a tape delay, man? Like, it's annoying as hell because I want to watch live. Especially when it's a fight, I want to watch live. You know what I mean?
Preach, bro.
Yeah, like pro wrestling, like I'm not as concerned about watching live, right?
Yeah,
like,
I don't care about that.
Even out here, like, you know, New York and the whole East Coast, they seen it before we seen it. So right when it ends there, we're about to watch it, which is fine because it's scripted. It's scripted, so it's like we're watching it for the story. Right. Like, when it's a fight, man, I want to watch live. That's the only thing, dude.
Big facts, especially if it's on Paramount like that. That is big facts right there. Like, and the cool part about it is, like, sometimes I don't know what it is, but sometimes I may not even get it on tape delay. Like, I've run into points where, like, oh, I'm thinking it's tape delay, so I won't be able to watch until 9. But they actually, for some reason, showed it live even on the West Coast. Like, I've run into I think I ran into like 1 or 2 cards like where that happened.
Disclose that, man, because it's
so. But no, I agree, bro. Like, you can't sit there and have a freaking fight and then tape delay it, bro. This isn't 1982. Like, this isn't the 82 NBA Finals, bro. Like, nah, bro. And then you wonder why everyone kind of looks down at Bellator because you do stupid stuff like that, or you put it on DAZN, where ain't nobody paying $19 on DAZN.
That's a rip off, man.
So
I mean, Bellator, like. Yeah, but Bellator, like, the production's pretty good, man. I mean, the presentation's pretty good. It's just, the tape delay is the main thing that bugs me. Do you know it's on Paramount, right? It's on
Paramount this Friday. Okay. But I mean, we're probably, so if it's 9 o'clock on the East Coast, it's 6 o'clock here. We're not going to catch it live. Yeah. I haven't looked at my guide to see what it is, but I'm assuming it's going to be tape delay. I mean, I can check right now, but
I think it is. I think it has to do with the network itself. They were saying like I think Bellator is well aware of. I mean, we're not the only ones that feel this way. So I think they're aware about it. I remember hearing something about, well, you know, it's not up to them. Like, they're working on it. They would prefer it to be live for everybody, but maybe I think it's some network situation.
Paramount, well, maybe when it's time for them to review the contract to see if Paramount's willing to hold that. Maybe it's time for Paramount Network to be like, or maybe it's time for Bellator to be like, all right, we need to move networks.
Yeah.
Move to USA, move to Fox, move to a network television. I mean,
yeah.
It is what it is. It depends to see how many sponsors are willing to pay for the developmental league of MMA, because UFC
or the retirement sector.
Yeah, there's that. So it's interesting, man. Like, I think that's what kind of hinders them.
I'm kind of excited now that you reminded me though, because Anthony Pettis' little brother's on that the main event. Sergio Pettis.
Yeah.
I don't know who he's fighting, but I always tune in for Sergio Pettis, and then Aaron Pico. Aaron Pico is pretty dope. So yeah, knockout artist. He's a wrestler, but a knockout artist. So I think he trains with Dillashaw. So that's gonna be
okay.
That's all I know that's on the card, but hey, if it's live, I'm all for it, man. If it's not, I'll probably still watch it, but I'm not going to be as excited or enthused.
Friday night. I mean, I ain't got really nothing. I mean, what the hell anybody got to do these days on a Friday? So
yeah, nothing really, man. Nothing really.
So there's that. So, I mean, I tune in, but I'm pretty sure I can watch baseball. As crazy as that sounds right now, I'm thinking baseball right now. So.
But, hey, you know what? Let's talk about that because there was a baseball game. The baseball started again. And I guess we can end it on this note, right? So we've seen with no crowd, pro wrestling doesn't work well.
Right.
That's just a fact. You know, AEW does a little better, but even AEW is coming a little.
Skin still, I'm watching it right now. It's not bad, but it's
just.
Yeah.
And then
I think it has more of the storytelling that they've been doing with the characters. Like they've gotten all these new people in, but they're not letting the new people get over the established people. So I'm not really feeling that part. But go ahead.
But it doesn't work for them. I mean, it works for MMA. I mean, we haven't seen Bellator. This is the first Bellator event. We'll see how it is. I'm sure it'll be very similar to the UFC, but UFC has done really good in terms of having no crowd. It's been really great. So baseball, it's a little rough for me, man.
Have you watched anything yet? Have you watched any baseball?
I didn't watch the whole game, but I tuned in and watched a little bit, and it's hard, man.
You wasn't feeling it?
I don't know, man. I mean, we're kind of what's the word? So Giants games always lit, right? So
yes, especially going to one.
Yeah, like it's really lit, especially live when you're there. Versus like a Florida Marlins game, it's usually half the stadium.
It's outing. You go for an outing, like it's like, hey, bro, it's a date night.
Yeah. So I mean, I mean, I kind of miss the crowd. I like the crowd because every like camera angle you can see the crowd. Right. A lot of the broadcast they like talk. They talk about the crowd, or like if there's if they're facing the Dodgers or something, there's someone with Dodger jersey, and then they make fun of them. And just the little camaraderie and stuff. Yeah, it's fun stuff. So it was a little weird. I mean, I still like it because baseball is my sport. I love it, but it was a little weird. I don't know why. Maybe it's just because we're spoiled with the fact that Giants, especially for the Giants, when you watch it, there's always people, there's always fans there. It's always lit. It's always filled. So you're used to that. Yeah. But it was a little strange, but wasn't horrible. But it was a little weird for me.
Yeah, I guess weird would be a great word to kind of describe what you're seeing out there. So I think I watched. Oh gosh, what was that? I think so. I'm in a different TV market, so I get like LA, Arizona, and every now and then I get LA, Phoenix, every now and then a little bit of Colorado stuff. So I get a lot of Dodgers games out here. So they showed like the Dodgers stadium, but they had like cutouts of like pictures of fans that are like behind the plate. So I was like, that's a little weird. It's whatever. But they're pumping crowd noise into the stadium to kind of give it that experience, I guess, for the people at the house. Yeah. But I mean, weird is a good word to kind of describe it. I think I've just gotten to the point where I'm such a sports junkie that I'll take anything over nothing. Yeah. So it hasn't really bothered me. But then again, I haven't watched like a full-fledged, not from first inning to the bottom of the ninth game. I've watched like a few innings here, a few innings there. What I'm interested to see, I know NBA today had some of their scrimmage games, and I've seen the highlights on social media. I haven't actually got to watch SportsCenter or anything like that, but I'll watch that later on to kind of see how that looked. But I mean, I've seen a little bit of the basketball tournament, which is like a whole bunch of bootleg former college basketball players that kind of played in the same type of environment. But I mean, weird is the word, but I mean, hell, this whole year has been weird. So, I'm at the point where I'll just kind of take something over nothing. Yeah. And I'll give them an A for effort. So we obviously know that wrestling's just not working without fans. That's a consensus. Yep. UFC's done an amazing job without fans. It's kind of gave it more of an intimate feel. Yeah. Baseball, I mean, I'm going to give them an A for effort. It's not bad, but I don't think it's going to be anything where like, if I were to tune out of a game, it's because, oh man, the fans weren't there. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like it's probably just going to tune out just due to boredom. So there's that. So I'm kind of cool with cool with how that's going. So it'll be interesting to see how this plays out for the next 60 games that they got. Same thing with NBA. It'll be interesting to see how their next 8 games, including their playoff format, turns out. So, yeah, it'll be really, really interesting. But I mean, I'm all for it. I mean, we got to change it up, and we got to get the people what they want.
Adapting to the environment. We got to do what we got to do.
Yeah.
So yeah, something is always something's better than nothing. You're right.
Yeah. So we've got. I mean, even boxing. They've been boxing in a bubble, and they just finished up their little promo for the last month and a half or so, where they had a whole bunch of up and comers, some people that have a little bit of name recognition, but they've been boxing in a bubble with no fans, and I think, to me, that was probably weirder than watching wrestling without fans. Like, that was very, very weird, but it was watchable. Like, I was able to watch a whole fight, but it's definitely interesting to see a boxing match without fans. But a lot of these people, when they're up and coming, they ain't got no fans anyway. So I mean, a lot of them should feel right at home.
And that's what they're saying. Like, even with the UFC fighters, when they start out, they have the Contender Series.
Right.
Contender Series there's no crowd, so a lot of these fighters that they're like, you know what, it's not a big deal. Actually, might be a little easier because they don't have the
crowd pressure,
nervousness of the crowd,
people booing them when they ain't doing nothing, or
just having a bunch of eyes looking at them.
There's that too. So so I think for you, it's interesting, but they're trying to be as safe as possible. You got players that have families, you have employees that work for these teams too. So there's a lot of different underlayer things that are happening, but I think the NBA just a few days ago just announced that no players tested positive for COVID within the last week. So the NBA bubble's working. Baseball, they seem like they're figuring it out too. So, there's a lot of levels to it where they got to figure it out and make sure everyone's being safe and no one's putting their life literally in danger over entertaining us. Because at the end of the day, this ain't Call of Duty. You can't just respawn. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So if this is the only life you got, you want to make sure that you're living it to the fullest, but you also want to make sure you're not being reckless with it too. So I'm cool with it, man. So we'll see what ends up happening next week. Maybe we can talk about it after the first week of baseball. Giants open up tomorrow, Giants-Dodgers. So it'll be interesting to see that. I'm definitely looking forward to it. My Rocket Barry Bonds throwback tomorrow. So
nice.
So
he should be in the Hall of Fame. Side note.
For sure. So, but yeah, other than that, man, what do we got else good on the top, man? Anything else we got? We got nothing? Nothing?
That's it.
That's it.
Then we're going to call it.
All right, man. We'll go ahead and tell them where to find you at, bro.
Instagram is the best spot. What is it? I don't even know my own damn handle. It's Mike.o.
Oh, man.
And I have a Tumblr, too. I forgot. I keep forgetting to mention that. I'm not that active on it, but I usually put all the links to, like, the podcast and stuff on there, too. And that's IamMichael.tumblr.com.
I ain't got no Tumblr. I'm telling you that right now. I got an Instagram, though. It's at Money Compton. So
there you go.
Follow us. Make sure you also follow the show on Instagram, Spotify, Anchor, Apple iTunes, The Lion's Den. Make sure you hit that comment, like, and subscribe. Make sure you find the links wherever we put them on our social media.
And find the right Lion's Den, the one with the lion on it, with our emojis. Memojis, my bad. Memojis on the corners. All right.
So, other than that, man, everybody stay safe, wear your mask, and we out.
Stay safe, stay healthy. Peace.
Deuces.